Is the When We Were Young music festival a scam? That's what we're going to discuss in this video, because it seems that the festival is, as the kids would say, pretty sus. Do the kids still say that? I don't know, I'm old. The festival is promising a lot, and it might deliver on that, but also it might end up being an abysmal failure and basically a fire festival for emo kids. An Alexis on Fire festival. Hello, my name is Rob, and today we are discussing the When We Were Young festival. Now this festival basically sprung up out of nowhere, fully formed and ready to go. And in its short time in the public sphere, it has had some very high highs and some very low lows. So I can't find out much about this festival from before this year. Hell, even their Twitter page was only started in January 2022. But when this lineup hit the internet, it was basically the best day ever for 2000s emo kids. Personally, I wasn't terribly fussed by the festival. Looking at the lineup, I suppose I would quite like to see MCR, Paramore, Avril Lavigne, A Day to Remember, AFI and Jimmy Eat World. Although then only for the middle. But to most of my friends, this lineup was everything. This is every band they've ever wanted to see all in one place. My sister actually considered changing her honeymoon plans just so she could go to this festival. It's fair to say people were excited. So that's the highs of the festival. Basically everybody was hyped from the instant this lineup dropped. So what was the issue? Well, there are some issues with the festival that people have got concerns with, but I think basically people are just more suspicious of this kind of event after Fire Festival. Basically, they promised the greatest thing ever with no history or anything else to back them up, and it costs a lot of money. People are more suspicious of that, and I think that's fair. So now let's move on to a much more practical issue, set times. So after people's initial excitement died down, they started to consider the practicalities. This is a lot of bands for a one-day event. By my count, there are 65 bands here in a festival that is playing music from 11 AM to 12 AM. That's 13 hours of music or 780 minutes. If we assume that each of those bands gets a 10-minute changeover, which is a very quick changeover, that's 630 minutes of those 780 just in bands changing over. By my count, you would have to have at least 4 stages to give every band here a 30-minute set, which I'm assuming is the shortest set any band is going to get. Although on the website they said that bigger bands would probably get something like an hour. The organisers have said they will release set times closer to the date, but although I'm already thinking this is too many bands on to really give every band enough time to play and let everybody see all the bands they want to see. And people on the internet thought this as well, so they started tweeting that they thought the festival should probably be a 2-day event. Have half the bands one day, half the bands the other day, and give every band twice as long to play. That means everybody can see who they want to see, and every band has enough time to do a decent set. And then the festival responded, and they said, that's absolutely fine, we're going to do that, it's now a 2-day event, exactly the same set times, everybody is just playing the same day twice. And people went, well, that's not really what we asked. Why would I go to the same thing twice if they're just going to have the same set times, they're going to do the same set, why would I want to do that? And also, can they just do that? Can they just add a second day? Were all of the artists just also free the next day and then were immediately like, yeah, you can just put us on again, that's fine. But hey, it's not exactly what people asked for, but it means that the festival can sell twice as many tickets. Okay, hold on, note from the editing room. While editing this, I found out that the festival has now added a 3rd day to the festival. Exactly the same lineup for all 3 days, except for Wolf Alice and La Dispute, who are both being replaced by Alex G. So what is going on? Are they just going to keep adding days as long as they can sell tickets? And that's kind of what people's issue with this is, that this is just a cynical cash grab from 2000s emo kids who are desperate for live music after 2 years of lockdowns. And that brings us to the ticket prices. General admission to the festival is $245. That's about £180 for all of us English people who get confused with exchange rates. That is a lot for a one-day festival. I checked, and Download Festival is only £268, £80 more for 3 days of music and 5 days camping. But general admission is the basic ticket, they have got other levels from that. For example, they have got General Admission Plus. This is $420 or £310. For that you get general admission, obviously, but you also get air-conditioned toilets and a dedicated lane upon entry. Well, sign me up! So for £130 more, you get air-conditioned toilets. For a day. Then there's the VIP package, which is $520 or £384. For that you get all of the other stuff, but also a dedicated viewing area. Now normally I'm against people paying extra just to get a better view, because it normally means that the people who paid less get a worse view. But in this case it's a dedicated viewing area at the main stage all day, and it's only £70 more. It's not the worst, they could have charged more for it. I'm gonna give it a bit of a pass. Then we get to the VIP Cabana ticket, which is $12,500 or £9,200. So this is a ticket that is for up to 10 people, so basically it's 10 tickets and each ticket costs $1,250 or £920. Now for that price you get all of the other stuff and a separate dedicated viewing area with security, shade and VIP service. I don't really know what VIP service means, but okay. You also get a complimentary bottle of liquor and a bottle of champagne, as well as food vouchers for the day. This is more than twice the price of the level below ticket, and for that you get shade, which I'm guessing means the same area but a roof on top. You get 2 bottles of alcohol to share between 10 people, and food for the day. In what way is that worth the price? This literally doesn't make sense. I genuinely had to keep rereading that section of the website, convinced that I had missed something else that is included in that ticket. No, that's it, that's all you get. So the cash grab-ometer is definitely creeping up right about now. So this now brings us to the organisers of the festival, Live Nation, who also organised Astroworld. If you don't know, Astroworld is an annual music festival that takes place in Texas in November every year. Sadly, at the 2021 event, there was a crowd surge, which meant the crowd got crushed, and sadly 10 people died of compression asphyxia. It was a horrible incident that seemingly could have been avoided with better organisation and a better response at the time. Apparently the festival did have a 56-page report on what to do in the event of bad weather, a gunman and even a terrorist threat, but not what to do in the case of a crowd surge, which you would have thought is the most likely thing to happen. Since then, dozens of lawsuits have been filed against the organisers of the event, so now people are suspicious that the When We Were Young festival is basically a quickly made cash grab so that they can get some money to help pay off their other lawsuits. But let's remember that Live Nation is an absolutely huge company that runs several successful festivals. They run Download Festival, which has been going for a very long time. Live Nation also owns Festival Republic, who run Leeds and Reading Festival. Now obviously they are the overarching bosses, and I imagine each individual festival has separate groups of people who run them, and so maybe When We Were Young is being run by the same people who did Astroworld, maybe that's what's going on, but I can't find anything about who actually is in charge of these things, so I can't say for definite that is what's happening. Okay, so with all that in mind, and with me desperately trying to not get sued for libel, let's answer the question, is the When We Were Young festival a scam? It depends on how you define scam, I suppose. If you think they're going to not put on the festival and just run away with the money, no, I don't think that's what's going to happen. They seem to really want to put this on. There's nothing that suggests otherwise. That being said, it does seem like they're putting all their eggs in one basket. They really need this to be a success, and it seems quite badly organised at the minute. But really, only time will tell if this is actually going to be a successful festival or if it's going to crash and burn and be the next Fire Festival. So that's everything from me. What do you think? Do you think it's a scam? Do you think it's badly organised? Or do you think it's going to be absolutely fine? Or are you completely ignoring all of that and you've bought a ticket anyway because, oh my god, that lineup? Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rob. Please do follow me on the social medias at OverEdgeKid, and I'll see you soon.